my other favorite sort of tool in the studio to get out of my head, which is the Lisa Solomon Color Meditation deck. And this took way less time than I thought it would. So I do still have time if you want to see a color meditation deck piece. It's been a while since I've played with it. So let me know if you want to see one of those. Just label the back of this. One, 22, 24. All right, so this isn't a book. Well, I guess it's sort of a book. So Lisa Solomon created this deck of cards, and it is 500 plus prompts. And so there's a color prompt and a pattern prompt. These still divided. They are, look at me go. So you pick a color prompt at random, and then you pick a different prompt at random. So what's this? Inside versus outside. Oh, so a parameter card, and then you pick a subject card. So some of the parameter cards are color specific, so warm versus cool. And some of them are just like inside versus outside. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to apply that. Looking at the ceiling, picking a random card. Okay. Let's redraw that one, because that would be... Actually, let's not redraw that one, because that's the same as this card. And so let's see how I apply it. I love her deck, though. It's great. And I think I've done it now with every member of my family, and everyone approaches it differently. And that's really fun. We've also done it where we've all used the same color palette and the same parameter cards and the same subject card, and everyone's looks totally different, and so they're just quite a lot of fun to use. So arches, I tend to do them fast. They're quite large. See parameter card for scale and organization. 2 arches, meta, I know. Inside and outside. So what do I want to do? I want to grab one of these square pieces of paper again, because it's just a good size. I just got it off of Amazon. It says it's 100% cotton. I'm not convinced, but it is nice paper. And let's tape up some lines. I would say that the Dictionary of Color, and especially last year, yes. So the first time I did one of these, it was when she was demoing them on a live stream, like just before the product was released. And it was so cool because afterwards, a whole bunch of people who were painting along on the live posted them on their stories, and then she reposted them. And it was so much fun to see how everyone approached the prompt. In this case, though, so this came out in 2020. And so, especially in 2020 when I got it, in like early 2023, it was one of the most used things in my studio. I was using it pretty much daily. It was how I was starting my painting sessions. as just a way to get out of my head, and now I still use it as a way to get out of my head, but it's rarer that I like need to get out of my head. What do I want to use? Inside versus outside. There has to be a shape of some sort. I'm using these for, can I get the lid off? I can get the lid off. I've been using these for a different post. Does the biggest one fit on here? It does. I've been using these over on Instagram for watercolor stuff with inks. See that these were on sale now. This isn't. My head is in the shot, but there's nothing I can do about it as I sketch up this hard. Okay. We have an inside and we have an outside. And let's grab this little random palette. This is the butterfly palette that I filmed several months ago in a Tuesday video, random Tuesday video, when like lives weren't a thing on this channel and random videos just like sort of happened. I think I was only uploading a video a week when this video happened, and so this is how I don't travel with full super granulating color palette. And so it's a mix of Daniel Smith White Nights, Schmincke, and Winsor Newton, all in tiny little dots. So it's sort of like all the fun stuff that I use all the time, but I don't necessarily need to travel with half pans of. So, inside versus outside. So let's do granulating colors on the inside. And then let's do like normal paint colors on the outside. And so now I'm just painting a whole bunch of hues. Oh, there's also the, oh, what are they called? Supervision. The 3 supervision colors are also in this palette. It's funny, I don't actually know what colors are where in this palette, but I can tell you what in this palette granulates and what doesn't. This is the one thing with this palette is I didn't make a proper swatch card for it. I only ever made the swatch card that I created on the live stream, and I greatly regret that now. This, I don't know what it is, but I know it granulates. It is a White Night something. Do I know what it actually is? Oh no. Oh, it might be lavender mist. It might be too dark to be lavender mist. I think this is hematite. It is. And several months ago, somebody asked how I ever knew where anything was in a palette the size of mine, and I have to say, it's just like using it. You just, when you use your palette all the time, like even if your palette's giant, you just learn where stuff is or what the tops of colors look like. I like that. I wonder if that's cobalt mist. Need something. This is probably my least favorite granulating color in my entire palette. It's got a really weird texture when it granulates. Alright, and then on the outside, we are just gonna go with fun stuff that's not super granulating. So there's Quinn Gold. So another Quinn Gold over here. And this is Winsor Red. Winsor Red. I don't know what you are. Oh, you're Schminke Gray. Nope, you don't count. You granulate. I believe this is nickel laser yellow. At the time, I think it was the only Daniel Smith paint I had in tubes. Oh, I like this. Let's continue to just do it in bright colors. So this is quinacridone magenta. Oh. Alright. We now made a giant yellow arch. I put my finger in paint. Another great things to have to say. There we go. Inside versus outside. So, let's pull this tape. And unlike the last batch, it hasn't had a whole bunch of heat on it, and so it'll still stay pretty sticky, and so I can use it again. And so this was her. This was Lisa Solomon. So I keep wanting to say Lisa Alden because she's who makes my favorite ceramic palettes. But this is Lisa Solomon's color deck. Lisa Alden makes ceramic palettes. So this was hers. This was mine. And so it's just like the same prompt, the same card, two very different results. And I think that's probably my favorite thing about this deck is that I have never drawn the same two cards ever. And so it's great.